Whoa, another spectacular day. Hey, Luna, would you agree? Yeah, I think so. Pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a couple of degrees above freezing, but we're not here to talk about the weather. What I've got down here is a partial slab of wood. That is about 40% of the width of the original piece. And so why did I slice it up? Well, number one, I need a front step. So we're going to take a walk around and I'll show you just what we're talking about here on our little cabin. And then we'll talk about a couple other things. I finally got some Douglas fir to cut with the sawmill, but I needed a bit of a seasoned piece for this step. So this is our little porch out here on the cabin. And yeah, I know it's buried in snow because all the snow slid off here a little earlier in the day. And there it lies out along the porch. It was about a foot thick and it just inched its way off. And it was about down to here on the post. And suddenly it cascaded completely. There we go. But while the porch appears to be 90% complete, we've got a little bit of a jump step there at the door that goes in off the porch. Also some unfinished wiring we have to tend to. So that's about a 10-inch drop, 11-inch drop. Our standard step height here is 7 inches, kind of buried under the snow. So our contractor miscalculated and ran out of wood. So thinking about it, I've got these Douglas fir upright beams and ceiling on this, all of which have to be finished in the spring, meaning apply some finishing, linseed oil or otherwise. And so rather than attempting to get a special wood order in, and who knows how much it would cost and how long it would take to get just a very few pieces out of to add to what was a very large order, I'm going to take a piece of wood 17 inches wide, which is the equivalent of 3 widths there. If you measure 3 of those together, it's about 17 inches. So we're going to extend out here about 17 inches, 7 inches high. And therein, with that intro, it takes us to the main topic of this video. And that is, why even bother owning a portable sawmill? You know, some people will tell you they make money with them. I'm sure they do. I haven't figured out how to do that. I can sell Douglas fir or pine for about $1.50 a board foot, maybe $2 on a good day. Occasionally a little more, but and I count my cost of wood as being about 50 cents a board foot. And that includes transportation. So whether I drop it here and deal with it and transport it and move it or someplace else, 50 cents a board foot for sawmill, maintenance, supplies, on, and about 50 cents for labor and profit. Not really going to make a living doing that stuff. The win for me is cutting what I want when I want it. And so I sliced 60% of this off with a chainsaw. And there we go. That's the 40% remaining. I'm going to, I've got the piece that I cut off laying over on the sawmill deck. This is going to be the first cut. This is the first time firing up the sawmill under the new shelter that we just put up. But what am I going to do with the rest of this? Well, hey, Grandma Corky has me working for a living here. We're just going into our little mud room. I will flick on a light here. Let's change up this color. There we go. So we've got a little mudroom thing going on. New washer and dryer and a little washroom just off the mudroom. And we just installed a mudroom sink. There's a bunch of stuff happening here yet. Construction, hey, never ending. And so I'm about to build a little shoe shelf in here. It's going to be need a removable bottom shelf, 15 inches off the floor. That's my hatch to the crawl space that you see down under there. This is all going to be painted probably this evening. So two 15-inch slots, one under the shelf, one above it. Then we're going a 12-inch, a 12-inch, an 8-inch, an 8-inch, and it'll leave me about 16 inches before I bump into those pipes. It's going to be 14 inches out from the back wall, and it's, for the most part, going to be live edge. And that's what I love about owning a sawmill. What I need is some 14-inch widths. What I want is some live edge. Hey, I can create that. And we're going to set up a camera to catch a little bit of the action, but that's going to be done. It's now, what have I got here? 2:50 in the afternoon. Give me 10 minutes to get my cameras set up, and before I head in to watch Monday Night Football here at 5:15 or thereabouts, it's all going to be cut. Hey, wish me luck. The best laid plans. It may be tomorrow night at 5:15 before it's all done, but it's going to be one heck of a journey. Stay tuned. Sorry, you're going to hear the John Deere 4066 idling in the background. Here's what we're doing. So this is the 40% of that slab that was left, 7 inches thick. I've got to get an upright that is 82 inches long, and then I have to get 6 30-inch by 14-inch shelves out of this with some live edge. So what you're going to see as we go through the process here is I'm going to walk around the other side just to give you a better view. So this was my rough chainsaw hack job. Slice that slab in half, cut. I'm going to square this up, not unlike I did with the step. Then we're going to flip it so that this is upright. And what have I got here? I've got, I think, plenty of width to work with, but let's just dig out the trusty old measuring tape. Yeah, so I've got 16 inches down at the bottom of the live edge. I've got 15. I'm going to take the better part of a 1-inch slice off of this. So I should have plenty to work with and leave some live edge. I'll monitor that as we go along, and stay tuned. Let's do this. Well, there we have it, boys and girls. And we made it before dark. Look at that. Red in the morning, sailor take warning. Red in the night, sailor's delight. I don't know if that red is showing up in this camera or not, but wow, it's spectacular out there. I'll maybe just shut my sawmill lights off here, and that'll allow the camera to pick this up a little bit. But it is awesome. And here we have them laid out like a well-played deck of cards. We've got all of the shelving material, and for supports, I've got this that I'm going to rip down into some 2-inch strips, and I cannot believe we actually got all this done. I just love having a sawmill and making this happen. So we'll keep you posted, and we're moving indoors shortly. Coral just called over. You may or may not have picked it up on the slow-mo. I don't know what I'm including here yet. But she said, "Are you done?" And I said, "I'm done. And it's up to you to do the staining now." Well, there you have it. All that and a whole lot more. You know, I'm standing out in front of our new little porch here. Every 8x8 beam, all four of them, the upper beams, those are, again, those ones are 4x8s. And every rafter and every board alternating 1x6, 1x12, all the way, were all cut with ease on that little Norwood. And the top rung of the new front step is now in place. The bottom rung and some pieces, wraparound pieces for the side, are in the garage, drying right now. And despite any frustrations with breakdowns, electrical issues, or other things, in my mind, having that little Norwood versus buying lumber is priceless. And let me give you another reason. Hey, there's Luna. She's enjoying the winter than the fresh snow. But you see the little bridge down there? Well, I had to get that in a big hurry when we put it in this last summer. I had concrete trucks and gravel trucks arriving within days when I discovered that the deck on that bridge was simply not weight worthy. Strong bones, but that deck wasn't going to hold up. You'll remember, we literally shoveled parts of that deck into a debris trailer and went to work with the Norwood on the weekend, carved out something like 18 or 1900 board feet of wood, if my memory serves me correctly. I couldn't have ordered that wood and gotten it for about 3 months. And it would have been a major holdup to the project. There is no other road in here. And there we have it. And Coral even strung some Christmas lights up on it. I think she's leaving the railing lights in place. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope this encourages you on your journey, wherever you're at, whether exploring, in the process of purchasing, or as an owner of a portable sawmill. It's just, as my little 5-year-old grandson who's been hanging out with me here this week says, too much fun. Hey, hang on to those fingers and thumbs. Stay warm, stay well, and comment, like, subscribe. Check out our little Instagram channel at Howard Kettner, and let the journey continue.